All right, we are live. Go ahead and give an invite to Barry. Let's get.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. How about you?
Doing awesome. I'm kind of pulling my hair out a little bit, trying to learn how to use CapCut, but
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's definitely I over time I think I'm really gonna like it, but right now I'm just kind of like there's some little quirks and stuff. I've just like I felt like I felt like I was spinning my tires on the ice for like a good 8 hours today. So
oh damn, that's a long time to be spinning your tires.
yeah, so it's whatever. It's Brandon, I've never been super techy, so like for that kind of stuff for me, like it takes me a bit, but usually once I get the hang of it, then I'm pretty solid with it. So I just kind
Yeah,
of
I'm definitely the same way, man.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's funny, it's funny how many people do what we do that say the same exact thing, like
I
and
mean, hey,
it's definitely one of the objections that I hit with people. I don't have any computer skills, or I don't like trust me, man. Neither did I.
none of us. I guarantee
Yeah.
90% of the people doing marketing never started out on the tech side of life
No,
at
man. I
all.
mean, I was a pipe fitter. Still am a pipe fitter for now, but it's just yeah, I'm so close to being able to retire, man. It's just not, but it's I mean
Really?
the day I'm eligible, it's bye bye. you know.
Yeah. You got a time limit on when
Yeah,
you're gonna cut it loose?
I do. It's 3 years.
3 years? You gonna stick it out that
Yep.
long, or are you gonna call it quits if this thing blows up for you?
Man, it'd be tough because there's a lot of money on the table because I'm union, so I've
Yeah,
got a pension and the whole shebang. So it's to be honest with you, at this point, I would probably just kill myself and just keep up with this and do that. Maybe if I could scale back part time, that's kind of what my thought was, is to kind of scale back and do it part time. I know like the where I work now, as long as they don't decide to sell, they'd let me do that for sure.
yeah. Hold
Just
on
sort
real
of
quick.
behind. Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine. I got a rechargeable light above my head, so I accidentally had it on. And I had it on motion sensor, so it cut off on
Nice, nice.
me.
Uh, so yeah, man, that's kind of my plan. I don't know. I haven't crossed the threshold where I really got it, where it's really, I'm doing good, but I haven't necessarily completely cracked the code on how to do it repeatedly yet. So it's, I got some real estate to cover before I got to worry about a decision like that. But, man,
Okay, okay.
it's definitely moving in the right direction, man. It's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely hear that. How's the new program working for you so far?
I love it. I,
Yeah,
you know, I, it's funny. I'd love to say, well, I wish I would have found it first, but I've got a whole community of people that I've met over the time from the other thing that I was doing, and um, a lot of those folks, like little by little, those folks are starting to reach out to me too. So you know, it's there was so many things that like I knew I needed to bridge the gap between where I was at and where I was trying to get to, and I just wasn't able to put it all together. Man, in the minute I got into that program where I'm doing now, it was like, oh, okay. So, and they're just not holding anything back. That
yep.
we're what I was doing before. Like I realized about January that I could have done that for another year where I was at and never gotten anywhere. And like I went through that phase where I was a little. First, I kind of puked in the back of my mouth a little bit, and then I was pretty upset for a bit because it was expensive. I mean,
Yeah,
like really expensive. So, but I just don't live there, man. I don't live in that place where like I have no doubt that I'm going to make that back and lots more. It's just and it's not even like it's not even so much about the money. Um, I mean, it is obviously we all want to make money, but the thing is I finally have something where like I'm looking at this thing and I'm looking at the person across from me, and it's like, you know what? if this doesn't work for you, there's only one reason for that, and that's because you didn't do the work. Period.
Yep.
And that's a whole lot of that's a whole lot different than trying to get with somebody and say, well, this isn't working for me, but maybe possibly it might work for you. You know?
Yeah. No, you definitely got to believe in what you're promoting. You got to be able to say like, "Hey, this is what happened with me from it, and
Yeah.
this can happen for you as well. If you want to
Amen.
make something happen for yourself, this is something that can do it. You got to have that belief in the system.
I
100%.
Man, I couldn't agree with more. I could not agree more. And like a I'm just only speaking for myself, Brandon, but there's like a confidence that I have speaking to people that I didn't have before. So,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a take it or leave it. And, cause if the person's not interested, that's fine. It's not, cause the next one will be.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with that.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Went on a little hiatus for a minute. We went on a little mini vacation. We got an Airbnb down in Milan. The guy's
Nice.
house was beautiful. Had his own private pond and all woods. Dude was sitting on like
Wait a
24
minute.
acres.
You can't see that from the freeway, can you?
No,
Okay.
no, this was in the back. Like he had his own area. You couldn't even see his house from the road he was on. He was all the way in the back of the woods. It was awesome. So did that, but I've been
I'll be
I've
part of
been
it.
going through it, like contemplating on what I'm doing next and when's the right time for me to make a big move in my life and stuff. So I've been kind of like just sitting back and contemplating everything. I just had a talk with my mentor today, so it's gonna start to get the ball rolling on just doing this full time and making that move.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've already got a good friend that pulled the trigger and did it. And
Yep.
if you do it, you'll be number two of people that are in my circle of people that I know that have been able to actually pull the trigger and go. And
Yep.
that, my friend, will make me really happy. I
Yeah, I
will be
did.
very happy for you.
Because
Only
like
because
back in
you know what?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'm like I'd be happy for you anyway. But really, what it does is it just shows everybody it's possible, Brandon.
Yeah.
It's and I mean, what a story you have to go from like where you started, where you were working buku hours, and barely treading water, to now you're not working overtime to like what, this is it, man. This is what I do, and it's just like
Yeah.
I love it,
So do
and
I.
it's like for me. I know I got a few things that I got to clean up, and there's a few things that I'm going to need to do to get from where I'm at, and it's all. But I'm always going to be that place. I think no matter where I'm at, I'm always going to be trying to get bigger or trying to do
Always.
better.
Definitely. Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm
You
just
can't get
that's just how I
complacent.
am, man.
Yeah,
What's
no, you
that?
can't get complacent. You can't get comfortable. You got to keep trying to
No.
build stronger and stronger. Because in this business, there's always going to be that next step you can take. It's never going to be this is a plateau. It's always going up, and there's always a way to make more and do more. So, but
Right on,
like
man.
back in January, I had COVID, and then my third daughter was born. So during that time, I was off for a month, off of work for a month, and I was doing this, and I had
Oh,
all my focus on this, and that is in that month was the best time, was the best money we made in this, was when I had all free reign to do what I wanted when I wanted with this and completely 100% focus on this. So that's been
yeah.
sitting in the back of my head since that happened, and now it's just getting to the point to where it's time to make a move. It's time to do something different. It's time to grow, and that's looking to be the next move right there.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. I honestly, from the bottom of my, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah,
And
I love it.
and really, I mean, like, not to fanboy on you, but I've been watching your stuff since I started. Like,
Yeah,
and like to see that transition is just like that's freaking awesome, man.
definitely.
Like
I'm
you were
excited for. I'm scared as
go.
hell, but I'm excited. Like you know how it
I
is because
bet. I
this is what
bet.
we've been doing.
Yeah, I bet, man.
It's
It's like freaking burn the parachute. They say burn the
man,
boats, but it's
you're burning the guarantee stuff for the your stuff. You're putting it
right.
all on your back.
And everything's gonna revolve around whether you're living or dying. And I get that. It's and I guess for me, I like it's I mean, it's not chump change that I'd be leaving on the table, and I wish I was closer, and but I don't wish to be any older than I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's such a thing as wishing your life away, but I just, you
yeah,
know what, man, things have a way of working out, and I know what the answer will come to me when it's time.
exactly. That is true.
So
No matter what, it'll always come in the right time. The vision will hit you.
that's kind of I mean, I'm not saying I don't ever stress out. That's not true, but I try not to. You know, it's not.
Yep.
And when I'm in a frame of mind like where I'm at right now, I don't. I just don't let that stuff get to me. You know,
No,
like,
when you're
even like a day like today where I spun my wheels all day long. You know, I could be frustrated about it, but the thing is once I get past that, then I'm going to have a tool that's going to make things even more efficient. So, you know,
exactly. No, I get it, man. Like I've been in that downward spot for a minute now, so I'm coming back up, and I just been trying to. I've been contemplating on what to do, what the next move is, which way I should go. So I'm gonna start doing more talking on my videos because I need to get practice at that. I need to get better at that. I need to get better at communicating. Period. So I'm
yep,
gonna start doing more of that kind of stuff just to get out of my comfort zone once again, and to keep building it up and growing. And then, when the time is right, I'm gonna set a date for when I plan on quitting my job, and I plan on hitting it before that date.
that's awesome, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny you were talking about it. I started doing a lot of those talking videos myself, and then when I started in with the new program, everything kind of came to a screeching halt because I was like, I I was doing nothing but training because and I still am, but I'm back to like there's certain pieces that I'm hitting. A lot of it has to do with follow up and script and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man, but that's there's something to those talking videos. They don't get as much reach, but we get it, but a lot more interaction.
But you get the right kind of people around them.
Exactly. That's
You
kind of what
know.
I, yeah. You said it better than I did, but that's basically it, man. You get
Yeah.
the interaction that you get is like because the only thing you're going to get is either people that are interested in what you're doing or b marketers that are struggling because the
Exactly. And
rest of the
both of them
world,
are going to be action takers. Both
yeah,
of them are going to want to do something about their situation, which
yeah,
is
because
what you're looking for.
there's no sitting on the fence with that. It's not like a viral video where you hit a pain point and you got half the people out there just mad that you hit their pain point, you know.
Man,
So,
they cuss you out because you made them feel some type of way.
yeah, you
You
know,
bastard, I'm sad now. I'm sorry,
I
bro. Change your life.
you know what's so funny about that when I meet marketers that get really like thin skinned about that, I'm like, if you're getting that kind of stuff, you're doing something right. You know, it's
Yeah.
not like that you're hitting the buttons, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you
Yep.
know. So the best thing you can do is get over yourself and and be glad that you're getting the interaction. So
Exactly.
yeah,
I was like that at first, though, man. I'm not gonna lie, because I felt like when I started to get a lot of negative comments on some of my videos, man, that shit hit me. I'm like, then I
really,
thought about, it, I'm like, man, like, okay, I got 10 people talking shit or throwing a bad comment out there, but I got 100 people that are asking for help. So it's like you're always gonna have the haters. They're always gonna be there, but at the same time, the people that are asking for help will always outnumber the people hating. And at the end of the day, the people hating, if they're commenting on your stuff and interacting on your videos, that's just helping it anyways. It's pushing your stuff out even further. So thank you.
the only thing that I block, like if it's personal, like I get personal attacks every once in a while, that's an immediate block. And if I
Yeah,
get people that are just doing nothing but trolling, I have gone to blocking them. I'd be perfectly honest with you, I'm not proud of this, but early on I took the route of like you know because I took the route of engaging a little bit, and
I
when
did
I
too.
and then I'm like, sometimes I would try to turn them, and sometimes I would just poke
Mm-hmm.
at them, and then, but it was kind of not so gently reminded. I was not so gently reminded that all they got to do is turn my account in and put me in a world of hurt.
Exactly.
So I've taken a
Yep.
much different approach to that. Maybe I've grown up a little bit. It's hard to choke that out, but
You
yeah,
evolved in the process, man. You evolved in the content creator. I had one
yeah.
dude the other. I posted a video on Instagram. It was a repurposed video from a while back, and
Mm-hmm.
all it said was, "Working 72 hours isn't a flex. Work or having a new car and fancy clothes isn't a flex anymore. Having time freedom and having financial freedom is a real flex." And
Oh
this
man.
dude commented on my shit. He's like, man, fuck you. I work 72 hours. I work my ass off. I'm not on the corner with a pipe in my mouth.
Yep.
And I got a new truck that's 70,
Yep.
70,000. I'm like, okay, obviously I pissed you off, but good for you. I don't care. That's not what I'm talking about here. Like, if you think that's a
Yeah,
flex, then that's on you.
exactly.
But, like, don't get
And
mad at me because I hit that point.
you did. You absolutely did. That's good marketing, man. I love
Yeah.
it. So it's
I didn't even comment it back. I just, all right, bro. You said what you had to say. I hope you feel better about yourself now. It's time to move on.
yeah, you give him a
Like,
little you give him a little heart.
I didn't give him nothing. I
No,
don't
you didn't
with
even
that kind of
bother.
stuff. I don't even engage at all anymore. It ain't
Yeah,
worth
that's
it to me anymore.
well, when I first started posting on Instagram, I had a couple of people say, just like really or like scam this or that kind of thing. And the same thing, I just blocked them. I just like I'm
Yeah,
not like
I
I
didn't
don't
block
have
him.
to
I want him to keep watching my stuff, but
when they start saying that kind of stuff, I do and maybe I won't at some point. I don't know. Like I don't know what the right answer is on that stuff, but like when it starts getting really like when it's like just purposely out there, just kind of like I don't know, like this is a scam or none of this is all BS. I block all that stuff. I don't
yeah,
nah, because it's just all it does is just clutter up my page, and
it does. But some of
but
them,
like
it's good to make a video off of some of them as well, just to put it out there. Like, hey, man,
yeah,
like this guy
and I
says this,
should.
but this is
I
the
do that
reality of the
sometimes.
situation.
Yeah, I will do that periodically. And I think part of it with me is I mean I have a lot more confidence to get out there and say those kind of things now and like back up what I'm saying. Where at first I was just like, I don't know what to say. I don't know, like,
Yeah, you
and I'm
felt uncomfortable, man. You're like, oh shit, like, oh man, I don't like this.
yeah. I think I told you before. I had no intentions of being in front of nobody's camera when I started doing this.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't.
I had no intention on doing this, period. So, I
That's
mean,
so
look at us
funny.
now. We're both talking to each
Yeah, and
other
here
on
we are.
camera.
I love it. Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, it is. But real quick for the people that are on here, we're talking affiliate marketing. So if you guys have any kind of questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments and ask us. We'll reach out, we'll read them off to each other and answer the questions together. Make sure to hit a like, share the video, tell us where you're from, anything. Any interaction helps. We appreciate it all.
Right on. I think you're gonna get the interaction on your channel. I have not been live in close to 6 weeks, so
I think
I'm
I
really
have you beat, honestly. I have not
what
been live in a very
really.
long. Like I said, I took a hiatus. I did.
You
Like I've
really
been
did.
trying
You
to.
weren't kidding, man.
No, I've been trying to figure some stuff out. Like I've been posting videos and doing that, but I really have not been on the game at all. I've been in a whole different situation, and I've just been trying to get back to normal.
I
So I'm
got you.
finally,
Well, I hope
I'm
it.
getting back to it, man. I'm finding out what the next move is for me. But overall, man, it's been just I've been down, and like I said, I'm coming back up from it now. So
I'm
starting to
glad to
do
hear that.
more of stuff that I need to do and different stuff just to grow even more.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I hope everything's going all right, and I won't,
I don't know.
obviously.
Everything is just it's me in my head, you know. That's what it really comes down to. Is I'm psyching myself out. Hey, Will, I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, buddy? But yeah, I'm just like I psych myself out, man. I'm overthinking stuff. You know how it goes.
I do. I mean, when I talk about my content a lot, man, I'll tell you what. Before I got into the program I'm in now, I'm not saying I was ready to throw in the towel, but it was pretty. I was not in a good place because I was just like I was so frustrated with the way things were going. Who we got? Humanity Matters. What's going on tonight? Um, yeah, I just was just and then really the last couple of weeks, like when I reached out to you earlier, man, I was like, what am I doing wrong? But then I talked to about 3 different people today, and they're all having the exact same problems. So then
Yep.
it's kind of it's just stuff we got to deal with. So
Yeah, no, it is. But I got quite a few people in here right now, so I'm gonna say it again. We are talking about affiliate marketing. If you are curious or don't know what it is or have any questions at all about that or anything at all, feel free to leave it in the comment. Give us a few likes, share the videos, go on his side, ask questions, give him some interaction, and we're here to answer any questions you have. But no, I mean, I've been feeling the same way because like all my videos have been, and Will, I'm glad you're doing good, brother. That's really good to hear. I'm excited to see your stuff when it starts coming out. I'm waiting for it on my For You page, brother. But
you got some
I
of
was
your
feeling the same
community
way.
out there watching?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Awesome, man.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, oh, they always come in. Anybody that goes live, we all jump in on each other's stuff and show them
That's
love.
awesome.
It's great. But I was feeling the same way about my stuff. Like my stuff, like you said, it ain't blowing up. Like you said earlier, your videos, you thought it was like a viral video, like it was gonna hit, but it didn't do
Yeah.
much. But that's how they've all been for me. Like all my videos have been either 1,000 or less. Like it's been averaging around 1,000 to 1,500, but it has not cracked that at all.
The biggest one I had was 5,000, 5K. That's the biggest video I've had in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's not true. I had one video a week ago hit 11K,
Okay.
but since then nothing. Crickets, man.
Yeah.
So
No, it's something with these guys and what they're doing on TikTok and with their platform and stuff.
Yeah, and
It's
I
like they're
don't.
trying to
Man, I
limit
hope
it.
I don't come across like I'm being arrogant, but I'm like because I like dude, those videos. I know they should at least crack 10K,
Yeah.
and they're just crickets, man. They're not.
Yeah.
Like I can't predict if it's gonna get all the way like go viral, but I usually up until now I had a pretty good clue like certain things I would say and doing the videos. I know they were gonna hit a certain spot and just like nothing, man.
It
I'm
didn't
like
hit. Yeah.
no. So
Okay. My girl said they're trying to push paid ads more right now.
yeah, that's
So,
that's what I'm hearing across the board. And we know, I mean, we've all known it was coming. I mean, Gary Vee's been talking about it since last year, but it's hopefully they're not going to just like dive straight into it, you know. Hopefully there's going to be a little dip and we're going to be back and forth, and
I'm sure it will because they're not going to try to lose all the. There's too much on here right now that are doing different kind of
yeah,
online
man.
businesses.
It
So they're
seems
not
like
going to cut it all out.
Yeah, it seems like if they just come crashing in on it, man, like that they would lose a lot of their base, you know.
They will. They know. I think they're smart enough to realize that.
Hey, Raj, what's going on, man? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for showing up.
But no, yeah, because like I said earlier, the YouTube Shorts. I started that when I first started this. I was doing everything. I was doing YouTube Shorts. I was doing Facebook Reels. I was doing Instagram, Pinterest, and this. And I just kind of over time I fell off of all of it and just stuck with TikTok. But now I'm starting to build it back up. Like my Instagram, I'm starting to build up because I'm actually starting to do more on there. And I just yesterday I started posting videos on YouTube and Facebook Reels again. So I'm trying to hit them all. But I heard YouTube is really pushing the shorts and really pushing for that kind of content. And with those, it's awesome because, like I said to you earlier, you can put your link in the comments. So, like with the videos, what I do is I just add that little call to action. Hey, check out the comments for your next step. And then your next step is to tap right here to get started. And then that's a link right there in the comments.
I'm gonna have to go take a peek at what you're doing over there. So
yeah, and you can do the same with Facebook Reels too.
Really,
you can add your link to the comments on Facebook Reels the same way.
Somebody just told me that the other day. I haven't had enough traction in there. I've only been posting Facebook Reels for like maybe a week and a half. Yep. I was doing them a while back on my business page, but I'm doing everything from a personal page now.
Okay.
Which I may go back to doing some of that stuff on a business page because a lot of guys I know right now are monetizing that. So, but yeah, like my one buddy, he's really hasn't even done much with it. And he still told me the other day he's still making anywhere from $100 to $700 a month consistently just from stuff that he posted months back.
That's great. That's my girl on Pinterest. She just got a part of the creator fund for Pinterest, I guess you call it. And they're paying her pretty well for that. I'm impressed.
Awesome, man. Yeah, like your wife is sharp, man. I don't have a ton of time to get over and see your guys' stuff all the time. Yeah, but your wife is no joke. She's good.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse. She's awesome.
That's awesome, man. I'm a little jealous on that.
Hey, I'm jealous of the Pinterest stuff too.
My wife wants no part of this.
Hey, it's not for everybody, you know.
No, it's not.
Like, I try to cause she collaborated with me on I guess you can collaborate the post with her viewers and mine on Pinterest. So she tried that, and I still don't get nowhere near what she gets. She still kills me on that stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't mean this to come across the wrong way, and I don't mean it to sound sexist, but there are certain things in where women have an advantage. Like I really believe that, and if somebody wants to, be angry about it, we're like you and I, we're not gonna sell Tupperware, and we're not gonna sell lingerie. So, and
Oh,
there's
but she's
just
doing
certain,
the same thing we're doing with this stuff.
yeah. Well, her platform though, that's like it's platform. It's not and like I said, I don't mean that to be disparaging, but I think that But then again, in the same sense, maybe I should just like you know figure out the way to work the angle. I don't know, but I
No,
do.
yeah, I mean it's just another way to be seen. But I know some people that kill it on there, and she's one of them.
Yeah,
And
that's
Pinterest,
awesome.
ever since she started, Pinterest has been big for her. Like from the
That's
very get go,
awesome.
that's been her like main platform is Pinterest, and then she started picking up ground here, on TikTok and everything. But Pinterest from the get go, she's been absolutely crushing it on there.
It's awesome.
I think she's gonna start building like a little Pinterest training and stuff, and start putting that out there as well.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's like I said, man. I've been in. I've seen your wife talk a couple of different times, like and stuff. And she's sharp. She knows what's up.
Oh, she definitely knows the game. She knows it better than me, probably. I just point and touch my beard, so that's all I do.
That's a lot of what I do too, Brandon. So you got a longer beard than I do, but yeah, it's just a lot of it too for me. With the most successful stuff I have is just really in the copy. It's not so much. My videos are pretty basic. They're not. I
Yeah.
mean, they're better than the ones I started with. The ones I started with were pretty awful, but yeah, it's
No, it's
my
all in the
my videos.
words.
What's that?
It's all in the words. It's all in what you put out there, what you say.
And that's really, I mean, I'm like my biggest viral videos have all been like um really simple stuff. One frame, 7 seconds,
Yeah.
um, and a pain point, and that's
Pain point, call to action, and that's the main part of it all, man. That's what gets people looking. But you have to have a good hook as well. You got to draw them in to be able to finish it off, to
you know what.
start it off.
It's funny that you say that because, like, one of the things that, and I've been talking about this week, so I probably need to really dig in. Like, I have enough like content now that I can really dig back into my own content to see what's working. Like
Yep.
originally, I originally like I'm be honest with you, dude. I was stealing ideas from you left and right,
That's
and
what I'm
then
here for.
you and Bob Hosack and there's another guy, Mike, Make Money with Mike, I think is his handle. Um,
Okay.
you were the three main guys that I would go in and I would mishmash what you guys were doing and kind of do like my own thing with it. But anymore, when I do copy, I don't really do like I just riff and I go and do
Yep.
it. And
Me and
uh,
you are the same in that because you don't write stuff down. You just kind of right when you get in the video, you make it, and then whatever comes to your mind, you just put it out.
it feels clunky
You
when
just
you write it
type
down,
it in.
doesn't it?
Yep.
Like and the only way that I can get around that is if I like really seriously rehearse it. And even then I feel like I'm tripping over my words. So I just go with it.
Yeah.
And and that's not talking, but even like the writing stuff where I do the copy and stuff, it's not I just
No.
I just go off the top of my head.
All my stuff is just off the top of my head. There's
Okay.
very few videos that I've actually wrote down. But the one I just put out there earlier, the one where I'm talking, I did write that down because I was taking a shower. I'm like, started thinking about stuff and it popped in my head. So I wrote it down. I put it on my little transcriber thing to where it shows up on my phone as I read it,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's how I did that one. But 90% of my stuff, I guess, is all off the top of my head. Just I see this video, okay, I can do my own thing off of it. So let me write out my own shit on it, and it's just straight from the top of my head.
Yeah, and and I guess too, like, I'm with you on that. I don't like my talking stuff. I do so much better if I just go off the top of my head. But I will say that I have a lot better time if I'm really like knowledgeable in what I'm talking about, and rather than trying to like just like I read something yesterday and then I'm going to go talk about. I'm not that guy. I'm just not. Like,
Yeah. Unless
I
I
gotta
mean,
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, you gotta definitely know what you're talking about. How did you both get started? That's the question. I'll let you
Oh,
answer first.
for me, I was I got injured on the job last year, and I was out of work, and that would have been September. And honestly, I just had like this epiphany that um, I'm a pipe fitter, and I'm in full disclosure, I do all right. I'm not rich, but I'm not, I'm certainly wasn't hurt when I got into this, but it just kind of dawned on me, my body's the only thing holding it together, and if I lose that, I lose my ability to make money. So um, I just made a decision when I got hurt. I knew I was going to be off after the surgery and the drugs, but that I was going to get online and start figuring out a different way. And I had actually looked at affiliate marketing about 10 years back, really during the recession. And at the time, I didn't really have the money to go forward with it, and I didn't really understand it that well. So when I came back to it, it was kind of like I looked at a couple of things, but really it was just like it just made sense to go to it. But Brandon and I were talking about this earlier. I really thought it was going to be behind the scenes. I did not anticipate being in front of a camera talking to people. But I put a lot of that in my copy too because I was incredibly camera shy, and I'm not. So if that's an
Right.
issue for you, you can get over it. So I don't know.
No.
I hope
And
that
if you can't get over it, there's still ways to do it without it as well.
yeah, I use email marketing and there's folks that do stuff without, getting in front, but I don't know.
Right. You just put a picture of a beach on a post and then put words on it. There's tons of
Yeah,
ways to do it.
I my personal opinion is that you're going to have a lot better luck if you're in front of people and people can see your face. They tend to trust you more, but I'll let Brandon take over on that and hear what he has to say.
So the way I got started was during COVID. Well, when COVID first started, I got thrown on 7 hours, 10, 12, whatever hours, 7 days a week, 10, 12 hours, if not more. And I had just had my daughter, my second daughter, in July, right after COVID started. So the entire time when she was born, her whole first year of life, I was working. I didn't miss a day. It was what it was. I had to work. I had to make money just to be able to make it. Cause my wife stays at home. She's with the kids all day, so I was on sole income. So I had to work whenever I could. And sooner or later, with that kind of lifestyle, you get burnt out and you get tired of watching your kids grow up through a phone. That was the most important thing right there. Was when I came home from work, my daughter didn't want to be around me. She didn't even know who I was. She cried when I held her. And as a dad and all that shit, man, that tears you up. That fucks you up big time. So with all that being said, I started a whole new Instagram account because I didn't have Instagram for like a year or two. So I started following investment pages and book pages and trying to learn how to do stocks and stuff like that. When with me following all that stuff, affiliate marketing came into play because it was a way to make money online. So I started watching someone's videos on all that stuff. I was like, seen the training, asked my wife if she wanted to take a look at it with me, just because I know she was trying to find something to do from home to help out as well. So we looked into it. It was $7 to get started from what we first started with, and I was like, shit, I spend more than that on Red Bulls a day. So why not? Like, might as well. So we looked into it, did the training that we went through, ended up investing more into it because we believed that this could be a way out, and been hitting the run and been going strong ever since. We just from January to April, we cleared 20K on just those 4 months. We
Nice.
started back in October, and we've been nonstop ever since. We invested in some more training just to learn even more, and that's what we're pushing right now. Is the stuff that we just invested into. It's a whole community. It's great. We meet twice a week with anybody that shows up shows up. Any help you need, it's right there in the group. You just ask, and bam, it's answered right away, guaranteed. It's awesome.
It's that's awesome, man. So, Brandon, how do you pronounce your wife's name?
Dijonay.
Say again.
Dijonay.
Dejanay. Okay. So
Everybody just
I
calls
thought
her
she
D
had
or
started.
DD.
What's that?
Everybody just calls her D or DD though.
D. Okay. I thought she had started before you. You said you're. If I just understand, you guys started at the same time.
Yep. We went
She
through the
just
same training together. We went through it all together from the very get go.
Really? So then she took the initial training and then she went like and branched out and did the Pinterest and did the other stuff.
Yeah, because
So
what we learned to do, we learned to, from the first training, we learned to use what social medias you have, you know. So I mean, Pinterest wasn't really a part of it, but we heard from, I forget where Pinterest even came about, but we
hmm
heard about Pinterest, so we jumped on Pinterest as well as YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and Facebook, and Pinterest was her bread and butter from the
she just
beginning. Like,
she just took to it. Yeah,
yeah, Pinterest took to her, and
it's
it's been
awesome.
nonstop with Pinterest for her ever since. And then TikTok picked up for her. Now she's almost to 20K on TikTok, and she
What's her
might be
what's
at 20K
what's her
now.
handle? I want to see her
Mama D
videos.
the marketer.
Mama D.
Yep, Mama D the marketer. She's at
I had
19.3
no
right
idea
now.
she was on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Mama D.
yeah, Mama D the marketer. She's at 19.3 right now. So
She's bigger than I am. She's good though. I mean, she really is. She's like,
oh, yeah, she's great.
yeah, but I haven't seen her TikTok videos, but I just like listened to her live a few times in your group. So
Yeah,
I yeah, man, that's awesome. So really, so you guys started at the same time, but she put all of her time into it.
not necessarily. We probably put
Really,
about the same amount of time into it. Cause we make
really.
like we with the how the kids are. Like she'll make videos, and then when she's done making videos, she'll take over the kids, and I'll make videos. So we kind of work together. And
That's
whereas throughout the
awesome.
day, when the kids ain't acting up or being crazy, she'll make a couple videos and stuff while she's here when I'm at work. But overall, we just kind of do it together. Everything is done pretty much together.
That's awesome because you guys can kind of hold each other accountable too. So that's like it's you there?
Yeah, no, I hear you. She just messaged on my stuff talking about a scam account is in here. I don't see
Oh
it though. I don't see a scam account. Anyways, sorry, continue.
no, I like I get I gotta I do this. It's like we call it a mastermind group. It's just like four of us to get together on Saturdays, and it's not it's just like we're friends. We're all like basically in the same place in our businesses, and that's huge, man. But like to have like they have a husband and wife team where you guys can hold each other accountable. That's pretty awesome.
I guarantee I probably wouldn't still be doing this if she wasn't there pushing me.
Really,
Like it's been a massive help. Having her behind it instead of talking shit about it is a major factor. It helps out 100%.
I can't say my wife doesn't talk smack about it. Like it scares her sometimes because she doesn't know like when I how
Right? You
much I
don't.
get in and like what the investment and she doesn't understand it, but she doesn't like I don't get the I get a little bit of grief about the amount of hours I put into it sometimes, but I Brandon, I didn't get into this thing to dabble with it. I got in it to be
No.
successful, and it's
Exactly. That's the only way to go with this. You can't just get into
yeah.
it just to, yeah, we'll see what happens. No, you got to be like, all right, we're gonna make this shit happen. This is gonna
Yeah,
work. You got to
and
have
I
that
don't.
mindset.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm like a. I can't see where you could bridge like where I can't see where you could get over that hump because like even with all the effort that I'm putting into it, I'm just now getting over that hump.
Okay.
Like I'm not consistent to like where you guys are at. Like I had my best month ever last month, but now this month I'm slow. So it's just and but you like in my way of thinking, you have to have that mindset to keep pushing into that if you're going to get through that stuff because there's no
Yeah.
I don't know a single marketer that hasn't had ups and downs or between when they started and when they started really having success.
Yeah. Like you said, you're in a downtime right here. I'm going through a downtime right now myself, but like you said,
Yeah,
having that mindset, you no matter what in this game, it's never gonna be 100% rise. It's
no,
always gonna be a rise, a down. It's just like a stock market, crypto, whatever you want to look at it as. It's always
right,
gonna have its ups and downs. It's never gonna
absolutely.
be 100% up. Like you
And
can't have
that's my experience. I mean, that's like
yeah.
I've had
No, that's
like
everybody's.
and I've had some months where I've had great wins, and it's not always financial. Sometimes it's just like like something I've been really struggling with, I'll get that taken care of. And then like early on, those were the kind of wins that I had to like hang my hat on,
Yep.
and now it's, now those things are shifting, and financial is part of it. But, I guess for me, having somebody on the other end of the line that I really know I can help, that's a big deal for me. I mean, that's
That's the
like,
biggest ones of all.
especially like, like I got my one friend of mine that came in, and he was just struggling, and I'm not going to mention his name, but we're just he was just struggling, and like he was reaching out to me, and like like he was so cautious about it when we were talking, and I'm sure because he didn't want to be, he didn't want to, you know he was frustrated.
Yeah.
And when I got him in, he had the same epiphany that I did, like, oh, this is how it's supposed to be done. So,
Yep.
and that's awesome. It's like, I mean, like, it just makes you feel good, and
No,
like,
does. That's like you're talking about the wins. That's the biggest wins of all, being able to just help somebody and help
yeah,
them along the way and hearing back from them, and them telling you that, hey, I'm doing this now. Da da da. Hearing their success story is the best feeling in the world.
yeah. It's honestly, man, like, and I just, I've made some, it's funny. I've made some really good friends doing this. But I've never been in the same room with them, and
No.
that's the part. That's the part that's crazy. But I see them, like, a lot of those guys I see like on camera at least once or twice a week. And
Yep.
a lot of times in the messenger, I'm talking to them all the time. It's yeah, and what's happening is I'm kind of building a real tight knit community, and it's I'm really, that's really going to start spilling into my Facebook group, because that's I want to.
Okay.
I've been kind of quiet in there because I've been so involved in doing what I'm doing, but I'm starting to go back in there, start to do lives again. And I noticed you were doing something the other day, and I was actually I'm gonna clean my list out in there. I'm up to about 700 people, and I think I'm probably gonna knock that down to about 350.
Yeah, we're working. We started doing it and then we kind of fell off, but we're gonna start doing it again. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send out a message about, because we got our Calendly in there,
Hmm.
so people can actually book a call with us and have a one-on-one talk with us just to help them out any way we can.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna make a message about that, because it's been up for a while. We really haven't gotten a lot of traction on it, which is shocking because we're offering you guys, like, it's funny because like on here, people always talk about, you got to pay for help, da 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 da. Like, yeah, you definitely got to, but at the same time, I'm offering free help. I'm offering a one-on-one call, and
Yeah.
you guys ain't taking it. So it's
You
like,
gotta give value, man. You have to give
oh yeah,
value.
always.
You have to give value. If everything's a transaction, man,
You'll never make it.
no, you won't. And
Never.
that right there, man. That's the piece that I think so many people struggle with, is they're used to, like, I'm here for 8 hours. I want 8 hours pay, and it doesn't always work like that.
Nah, not at all. There'll be days you go with nothing, and then you get a big hit just because of the free stuff you give out, whatever it
Well,
may
yeah,
be,
because
the
the work you
knowledge you
did,
give out.
2 months back, And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I got a little sidetracked because I'm really interested in hearing what your take is, because I was actually gonna reach out to you a while back to hear just kind of how your theory was on how you were gonna clean that, if
So
you're
what we
willing to talk about it.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. So what we did was we actually put out a message on there. We put
Hmm.
out a post talking about I think you commented on it. We're clearing out the message list. If you want to stay in this group, please interact. Even just comment on on this post, man. Like, we need some interaction here. So
Hmm.
do something. Don't just sit here. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that I reached out to somebody over there, because
Yep.
I don't want you to throw me out, even though I'm not
No.
doing.
No, but so we started out with that, and then so them are the main people that we looked at keeping, and then from there we just pretty much went from the bottom of the list to the people that's been on there longest and hasn't said any, even liked anything, nothing at all, and just
Yeah,
started clearing them out. And that's pretty much been the thing about it is, if you're not doing nothing, you're not looking for help. You're just in here to be in here. That's not what this is
yeah,
about. We're here to have a community of people that help each other. We're here to help you guys out when you need it. We're here just, it's a helpful community. That's it. Help. Period. Help. If
right.
you need help, reach out. If you can help somebody who reached out, help them. Like a post, anything, man. Like, it's not hard to do, especially when you're already here. You took the initiative to join the group. You took the initiative to answer the pre-qualifying questions to get in the group. and take the next step and actually do something with the group and use the group as an asset to you instead of just letting it sit there in your pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. What I was doing originally, and I learned this lesson the hard way. I can't um, take too many people out of the group at one time without getting in trouble.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I went on a rampage the other day, and then Facebook gave me a little oh no so I went okay, because I've messed up before and then been in Facebook jail for a couple of days. So the
Really?
big one was Messenger. I
Okay.
I am guilty of taking the Grant Cardone approach to Messenger sometimes, and
Love Grant Cardone.
yeah, and what I forget what I did, but I did like an ungodly amount of messages, and I wasn't friends with a lot of them. I was, and I was in Messenger jail for a while. So, and the other piece that I did is I like, yeah, and
Same,
the
same,
other thing,
same.
the other thing that I did that I learned my lesson on is I tried to friend too many people at once.
Okay.
So, and that was one thing that I was going to do. Like everybody in the group that didn't bother to friend me, they were going to go.
Yep. So, do you message the people that join your group?
I
Like,
at one time, Brandon, I messaged every single one of them. Right
that's what
now,
we
I'm
do
not.
too.
Right now, I'm not as much. But a lot of the people that are coming in, like I'm only getting a small trickling in right now because I'm not promoting the group at all.
Is it
Um,
in your email list at least?
I have email follow up with them. Absolutely, yes.
No, no, I'm
The
saying
people,
like their group. Like, so the way my email is to set up, the first email that goes out is congratulations on taking the next step. You know, that kind of thing. A little bit
Mhm.
about us, and then the second one is make sure to join our community.
Yes,
Come join my Facebook group so you can get free help on top of it as
yeah.
well.
And the new people that come in, I'll get on that, and then I have a welcome post where they have access to my link and just so my link is really a lot of free stuff. It's not it's not a paid um it's not a sales call. So
Oh, right.
but um what was happening, and this is on me, I was letting people in without putting their email address in, and I was letting people in without filling out all the questions at one time. I don't do that
We were doing
anymore.
that. We did that too.
And the other piece of it is my when I first started that group, like when I first started on TikTok, I had a couple of videos that were like completely went viral and I had no idea. Like I was like completely off guard. And at the
Yep.
time, all I was doing is going to the DMs and sending everybody to my Facebook group. I didn't even have a link. I didn't even have an
Yeah.
offer, Brandon. And um
That's
so
great.
I would like, okay, check out my 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 Facebook group, blah blah blah, and for more help, it like every single one of them on TikTok. Well, what happened is I didn't have my I was with another email service, and it was terrible. Everything was going to spam. So like I left, but in the transition, I didn't have anything set up, so I didn't capture a whole thing. I've got almost
Uh,
700 members in. I have almost 700 members in my Facebook group. You know how many emails I got? 50.
Probably about the same amount as me. Yeah. When we first started ours,
50.
we didn't collect emails either. Like we
Okay,
are
we're
gonna
in the
do it
same
all
club.
manually. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Like I
We're
don't
in the
know how
same
many
club.
we have now, but at the beginning, the first I don't even know how many people we have in the group right now, but probably the first 500-600 we didn't collect emails.
Okay, good.
We were
Yeah.
gonna do
No,
it all
well, not good, but
manually, and it was like it just got to the point where it blew up, and I was like, "That's too much, man! Like I can't go copy
you
and
can't
paste
do
every
it. You
shit."
can't keep up. And that's what happened to me
Yeah.
with Messenger. Like I had one day where I had like 200 people come in there in like 48 hours. It took me 2 weeks to follow up with everybody in Messenger. And then like
Yeah.
because what happens is if I go faster than that, first of all, I get shut down for messaging too many people. The second thing is when I'm talking to them, I'm going too fast. So it sounds like I'm in a hurry. And
Right.
and who wants to get a message from some guy that sounds like he's in a rush to talk to you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So so yeah,
Gotta make them
that's
feel like they're priority, not just another number.
yeah, hey, welcome to the have a great day. Yeah.
Right.
I don't understand why they're not calling me back. Like
Exactly. So, do you
so
believe in investing in a course? Quotations, knowledge. Does it help your journey? That was a question.
Nice. That's what you ask them when they come in?
No. That's a question that we just got asked. We got
Oh,
asked it a little bit ago, but we're having a conversation. So
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate the
Ask me.
likes, Mima. I appreciate sharing the video. How's your night going, Mima? And yes, apparently there is a Facebook jail as well. Barry's been in
I've been in
it.
there. Yeah, and
I
I've
didn't
had
know
lots of
either.
friends. I've had lots of friends to get in there because we get a little overzealous sometimes. What was that
Yeah.
question again, Brandon?
Do you believe in investing in a course? Quotations, knowledge. Does it help your journey?
Yeah, yeah. Like, um, I'll answer the question if you want me to. Like,
Go ahead, be my guest.
here's the reality of that. Okay, and I'm this isn't a pitch. This isn't anything. If you're not willing to invest in yourself and you're not willing to invest in your education, nobody's gonna ever gonna buy anything from you. It's not gonna happen. The reality is money is energy. It's not. And if you have that limiting mindset, and people can smell that stuff from 6 miles off. And if that's the way that that's the way you approach your journey, I can't see any way of you having success. And that's that's just like one guy's opinion. But I think you'll find that anybody that's successful in this industry is going to give you the exact same. You're going to get the same feedback.
Definitely. You're gonna, like you said earlier, you spun your wheels on the what, the cap cut. You
Yeah,
spun your wheels on that, right? So
all day long. It was
if you're
embarrassing.
trying to do this solo without any help, without investing anything into somebody else's journey, because that's basically what a course is somebody else's journey. They went
Hmm.
through this journey, they learned certain stuff, and they put it out there to teach you not to make the same mistakes as them.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to do it on your own, you're going to spend a lifetime looking at YouTube videos, looking at little free quotes on TikTok and all this stuff and trying to put the pieces together, and you're going to get too frustrated to do it. You're never going to make it doing that because you're going to quit before it gets to that point because you're like, shit, I got all this information, but it's not in order. It's not step by step. It's not whatever you need. It's just scattered everywhere.
Amen.
So absolutely, if you want to actually make, if you, and that goes with business anywhere. If you want to start a business, you want your own legitimate business, you're gonna have to invest. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nobody's gonna hand it to you. Nobody's gonna say, "Hey, you got a great idea. Let me give you $10 million for a bit." Like, come on, it don't happen. That you're gonna
Right.
have to find some kind of way to invest in yourself, unless you're one hell of a salesperson. And I have yet to come across somebody who sells that good to where you get everything for free. It just don't happen.
Absolutely, man. That was a little different angle than where I was coming from, but I agree with everything you're saying. Absolutely. You know, it's you're so right, man. That community, honestly, well, just like I mean, just like what we
That's
were
a whole
talking about
other part of
earlier.
it too.
What's
When you're
that?
doing it on your own, you don't got that community behind you. That's a good point too. And when
No,
you do invest in it and you invest in a course or training, you will, no matter which one you invest in, you're gonna have a community stacked behind you. You're
oh
gonna
yeah,
have people there to be there for you and help you out, and that right there is worth it in its own. Having the people on your back, man. Because if
yeah.
without them people, I wouldn't be doing this. I would have quit.
I couldn't agree more. And when they earlier in the thing when we were talking about you and your wife, having your back and pushing you, and like and I know for me, we were talking about that earlier too, a little bit about the community that I have around me. It's just like a day like today, or like when I'm in a downturn and I'm like ready to pull my hair out, but having folks that are just a little bit ahead of you and then a lot of bit ahead of you to
Yep.
go, yeah, Junior, that's you're gonna go there and just keep going,
Oh man,
and
yeah,
that's
it's a
the
game
kind of,
changer.
it's not about coddling a person. It's just about being real with a person.
Yeah, it's
So
just like, hey, we've all been through it before. Take a chill pill, calm down. Even just take a day just to calm your nerves. Take a minute, back
yeah,
off for a minute, clear your head, and then come back to it. And that's what was told to me. Eric, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the live. That's awesome. And that's, yeah, like, that's what was told to me. Like, I was talking about being in like a burnout situation in the
hmm
group, and Met my mentor and a couple people in the group that's been in that same situation as me. Was like, look, man, you got a little extra money, right? You can do something. Yeah, go take a little vacation, take a weekend, take off. I don't want to see you in the group this next week. Just
Nice.
don't even come in. Just take a break,
That's
calm
nice.
down for a minute, clear your head, reevaluate, and then come back and crush it. And even after that little mini vacation, I was still in a messed up mindset to where I wasn't 100% there. So it took me even longer than that. But like my wife actually reached out to my mentor and told him that I still wasn't exactly in it. And he reached out today and had a call with me today, and we talked even more and cleared shit up, just me and him one on one. And it was
That's
it.
awesome.
That's why I jumped on
So
the live tonight, because it just pumped me up and got me back to where it's like, all right, you know what, I gotta get shit going. I know I'm in this mindset, but it's all in my mind. That's what it is. Is I'm in my own head. And
yeah,
once we had that talk, it cleared it up. And that's the community aspect of everything with this, is having them people behind your back. They will never let you fail.
that's it. I mean, like, I don't think you could have answered it any better than that, man.
Ran
Honestly,
out of breath a little bit.
yeah, that's all right. Yeah, preach it, man. Preach it. Yeah, it's I, and I'm pretty stubborn. Like, I really am.
Oh man.
Like, I am. But it's, but I don't. I honestly, I don't care how much motivation a person's got. There are times when the frustration is going to sit in. I don't care who you are,
Yeah.
and yeah, I I know for me, I just I could imagine doing it on my own. I would be nowhere near where I'm at.
Now
Nowhere near.
you'd be just pipe fitting the rest of your life, and I would just be a millwright the rest of my life. So,
Yeah, yeah. That's
but
so. That's an interesting question though, and a lot of people take that approach. But the funny thing is most of them that stick around take that approach until they're frustrated enough to actually reach out for help.
yeah,
You know?
for real.
But,
If they really
but
want it, they'll try their hardest to make it happen themselves. And when they realize that it's not going to work out that way, they do reach out. It's all about
yeah,
failing forward. Yes, sir. It is all about failing forward.
yeah,
Failing.
is that you got that comment in there?
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, that's from my mentor, man. He just put that out there, and that is 100% true.
yeah,
It's not about giving up
absolutely.
when you hit a roadblock. It's about just finding their solution. Fail forward. That's great.
You know, I was reading. I'm not like super versed on Carol Dweck, but I just I for a little bit, like I dug into some of her material. But she talks about like limited mindset versus growth mindset. You know, one of the hallmarks of that is this idea that, you know, when you have that limiting mindset, when you fail, you identify yourself as being a failure, and it's why people let fear stop them from doing the things they want to do, because they're stuck in that mindset that if they fail, they're going to be a failure. Where people that are in growth mindset, they they
They don't
expect
look
the
at it as
failure.
failure.
They Yeah, exactly. They expect that that's going to happen. They use it as data to
Yeah.
build on and move forward.
So one quote I heard, and yeah, that's true. The people with that broken mindset, that messed up mindset, they look at it as failure, but it's never a failure until you give up. That is a quote that I heard, and I absolutely love it. Because
Yeah,
other than you only fail when you completely give up and you quit completely. But other than that, it's just a learning experience. That's it.
I
You learn and you just keep going. It's not failing. It's nothing like that. Hey, what's going on, Tat? Welcome to the live, brother. It's good to see you. How you doing? It's all about being uncomfortable. It's all about being uncomfortable to grow, and that is you, my friend. I appreciate that comment, brother. I really do. But yeah, you got to be uncomfortable to grow, 100%.
you got you got your tribe showing up to represent tonight, man. That's
I know,
awesome.
man. It's good. It puts a smile on my face, man. I love it.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I need to start. I'm gonna make a commitment to myself to start doing this live here at least. I'm not gonna probably do it every day like I was, but I at least 3 times a week I want to get on here again. So
That's
I've been
perfect. Yeah.
I've
Hey,
been
if you ever want to
radio
jump on
silent.
live, if I'm free, I'll jump on with you anytime, man. I love
Anytime,
talking.
man. Brandon, it's always a pleasure talking to you, dude.
Same with
Yeah,
you, man. We always have a good talk.
right on. So, well, it's you know it's I don't know, man. You get your head's in the right place. You know, it just and it's fun. It's fun talking to you. It's
No, it's all yeah. Every the few we've only had a few conversations. We ain't best friends, but Shit,
No,
every conversation we've had has been a great conversation,
that's
and I
awesome, man.
absolutely love it. And I
Glad you feel the
consider
same
you a
way.
friend for sure.
Yeah, likewise. Well, and yeah, I mean, like I when I reached out to you earlier, I was like, yeah, I just generally wanted to get your input on things because I was a
No,
little frustrated
hey,
with stuff, you know.
definitely. Trust me, I get it. I was definitely doing the same thing, and it's just part of TikTok life. And I'm glad you reached out to me.
Yeah,
Absolutely glad you reached out to me, man.
and I
So, what
appreciate
are you
you.
reading right now?
What am I reading right now?
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I'm definitely inviting Ted to the mastermind there for sure.
that's a
Straight line.
straight line
I got
leadership.
that book in my cart. How is it?
Freaking awesome.
Is it? I haven't bought it yet. It's in my cart in my Amazon. I got about 20 books in there, but
Um, scratch
that is
the other
one of
ones
them.
off. Scratch the other ones off and get that one.
Yeah. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair enough.
yeah, it's that good. You know,
Okay.
it's right up there. I mean, like as far as I'm concerned, it's on par with like Robert Kiyosaki. I mean, it's not it's different than that, but it's
Yeah.
that important. It's very
Beautiful.
I'm not going to tell you everything that's in the book, but I will say it's like taking like 80 grit sandpaper to your ego and
Okay.
massaging it, and it's
It's humbling.
yeah, it is it is, and it's got it's got great content in the in the wording, and it's got great content in the application.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
it was recommended to me, and to be honest with you, Brandon, when I get to the end of it, I'm gonna just go right back to page one.
I like it. That's a great book. If you're willing to reread it right away like that, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I just feel like there's so much that I didn't get. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
read it again.
Okay.
So
That's awesome. I love it.
yeah. So what are you reading?
I'm reading Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. It's in
Nice.
my
I read
truck, so I
10x.
can't pull it out.
I read the 10x rule. I have not read Seller. Uh,
See, I have not read the 10x rule, but it's sitting right over there in my little library,
it's good.
but I haven't
It's
read it
good.
yet.
Yeah, it's definitely
We
good.
got asked,
It's
what book is that again? Somebody or Tammy asked in my group.
straight line leadership.
Straight Line Leadership.
You can only get it on Amazon. It's not on Audible. The author is Dusan Deutschig. I'm forgive me if
If
I'm
you want to
butchering.
put it on the screen again, you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, there you go. Straight Line Leadership.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's not a it's definitely not a fiction book.
Yeah.
It's definitely but yeah, and I think what's on deck, to be honest with you, well, I've been doing this too. I've been doing this every like I've been doing this in the morning,
Oh, The Secret. Nice.
and I actually, in full disclosure, I've been the last couple of days I've been doing terrible. I haven't done either one of them, but it's that magic is a daily gratitude journal is what it is, but it's
Okay.
not like but it's deeper than that, and like into really dissecting not just I'm grateful and that's great. No, why?
Right. What are you grateful for?
What are you
What
grateful
is in
for,
your
and
life?
why
What
are you
happened
grateful
today?
for it?
Right.
Yeah,
Everything.
it's
Break
a
it down a
lot
little piece
deeper
by
than
piece.
yep, and it's powerful, man. It's really powerful. So,
That's
and it's a
beautiful.
fantastic way to start your day. So,
I like it. That's awesome. I'm gonna have
Brandon,
to look into that one.
it has been an absolute pleasure. It is nine
Yes,
o'clock.
sir.
I'm gonna sign off of here. And
Yeah.
who's this? Jay called me that. Hi, what's going on, man? How are you?
Right when you want to sign off, someone comments, huh?
Yeah, that's all right. Like I appreciate it. I'm just gonna real quick. Anybody that's out there listening, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. Stop by, see my live. I'm just thanks so much for liking my content and supporting my channel, man. Appreciate you guys. Brandon, have a wonderful night, man. It's been
Hey,
a
you
pleasure.
too, brother.
I'll talk to you soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I'm about to do the same as you. It's been an hour. We've been on here. It's been a great talk. So thank you
Right
everybody
on.
for for joining in on it, man. And we'll catch you guys next time. We're both about to get off of here. Tat sent you. All right, awesome, man. He sent you an ad. My buddy Tat, he's a great guy. So
Awesome.
he added you. So yeah, definitely follow
Hey,
my
thank
man
you.
Barry right here. He is an awesome guy, awesome marketer, and definitely, man.
Thank you.
But, thank you
I
guys for
appreciate
joining.
that.
Yes, we will definitely go live, man. I'm ready anytime. I have
Cool,
few
man.
people adding you, so
That's awesome, man. Hey, thanks, guys. So, Brandon, have an awesome night, dude. Talk to you soon, man.
all right, you too, brother. Take care.
All right. Bye now.
All right, see you, man. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get off here as well. Hope you guys have a great night. Catch you guys on the next one, probably be in like a day or two. See you guys.